Cole Kmet got extended. Obviously, we're going to talk about this because I'm a Bears fan. So, so Kmet got a 4-year contract extension worth $50 million. 32.8 is guaranteed. It puts Kmet among the top 10 paid tight ends in the NFL. So I actually have the contract breakdown here. Let me pull this up real quick. But basically, it's really not that much money. And my thing is like Kmet has gotten better every year. And my thing is like in 2 years, like because he's with the team till 2027 now. In 2 years, like he's gonna fall out of that top 10. So my thing is like it really was like a steal. But he's gonna make 7.3 million this year. So the Bears will lose about 3.5 million in cap space. So moves them to 28.4, which is still the most in the NFL. So they have the most cap space in the NFL still this year. But in 2024 through 2027, he's set to make 11.6 million. Not bad. Not bad for a guy who's improved every single year, who's a good target for Justin. I can't complain. I'm really happy with the deal. It's a very team-friendly deal. So I want to say very team-friendly, but like to pay a guy who you know has gotten better every year and he's still only top 10, like I'm very happy with that.
No, I would say there's so many things, bro, that make this good. It's a good contract. Like let's for starters, we were saying how the running back value is just driving down as it is. Well, guess what? The tight end value is just driving up humongously because tight ends are realizing, yo, I'm such an important part of the offense, and I was getting underpaid for so long. Like they came together at TAU, they were like, yo, boys, yo, our offense would low key be screwed without us.
Yeah.
Versus, again, with the running backs, you're replacing a lot easier than a guy who knows the whole playbook, that knows the block in each scheme. That tight end is very hard to replace.
Yeah.
Versus, again, not you know what I'm saying. I don't even have to touch into it. We've already been touching on the running back thing for so long. It's no disrespect. It's just reality at this point. So the tight end value is just driving up. And other position values driving up. You got to pay these guys, like you're saying before, that they're the guy who's last in line at a highly coveted position group.
Yeah.
Because then you're screwed. And like you said, bro, he's been improving every year, becoming a better blocker every year. Okay, yeah, you'd say to me, but Dobbs, that's cap. He actually had less receiving yards, less receptions. Yeah, he had a much higher catch percentage and much less targets. Like that, and that's fine because that just shows you the Bears' offense
and was way more touchdowns.
And it was just things were so run heavy. Like so, it's like. That's the point. His main job is to be a blocker. At the end of the day, it is. Cole Kmet's main job is to block and be ready to catch the ball when it's not a blocking play and they're buying in on the block. That's all he's got to do, and he's great at what he does. It's a good contract. People overthink this stuff. It's simple. You got to pay these guys.
Well, that's what he actually said that. Like I was watching an interview with him today about the extension or just a press conference, and he basically said he's like, you're paying me to do whatever you tell me to do that play. Like, I'm not trying to be a blocker. I'm not trying to be a receiver. Like, I'm trying to be like whatever you want me to be. I want to be that guy. And also, like, he's a hometown guy. Like, he's from Illinois. And Poles has emphasized that he wants to sign guys that are from the area because he feels like they play with a different type of intensity, which, I mean, I would. Like, if I was an athlete and I got to play for at a major level for my hometown team, I'd be way more enticed to win. And I'm not saying he left money on the table, but like, in a contract negotiation, I'm probably more likely to take less money if I'm going to stay with a team that's my hometown team.
No, for sure.
And he gets to play with Justin Fields. Like, my thing is like, okay, so like you made a good point, like that his catch percentage went up, but his receptions went down by 10, but he lost about 24 targets and only had about 60 less yards. But he had 7 touchdowns last year compared to 0 the year before. So my thing is, you have DJ Moore, you have Chase Claypool, you have Darnell Mooney. It's a very run-heavy offense. My thing is like, okay, even if they don't throw the ball a ton, every time they throw the ball between those 4 guys, I'm confident in the ball getting caught. So it's like the targets, like they'll be spread out, and you don't need a ton of targets as long as the receivers capitalize on it. And I think Cole Kmet is one of those guys that will. I think Cole Kmet is a driven worker. Or just like a driven player. Like, I think he knows what he wants. And like, I'm just so excited to see the Bears offense this year.
And yeah, absolutely, bro. And last thing on him, but 100%, he's your guys also. Like, I think he'll be your primary red zone target. That's another thing I'm sure drive the extension heavy. Is he's like, well, let's be real for a sec. Who has the best chance one-on-one in the end zone? I mean, obviously you could say DJ Moore. But I'm saying against like a linebacker or something. I mean, you could. Cole Kmet is just as good of a chance. And that's what I'm sure he's saying. He's like, you know what? In the red zone, I'm your guy. Like that, you're paying a guy who's going to be able to go up, climb the ladder against slot corners, against the linebackers and win. And that's exactly what you're paying him for too. And he's going to, I think we could see a jump from like 7 to like 11 next year. 10.
I think 11 is the ceiling, but that would be nice. Did you all right, so yeah, that's pretty much it on Cole Kmet. Congrats on getting paid. Before we end the pod, I did want to bring up, you see Jimmy Graham is now a Saint.
I did see that, bro. Thought it was fake. But at the same time, what it makes me think more than anything is I think him and his agent got together. They were like, you know what? I want to run back one more year, but more than anything, I want to retire here.
That would be
I
cool.
think that's probably what it has to mean, right? I mean, it's like, because if anything, it's like, you know, even if worse comes to worse and you guys cut me a few days in, at least I got to retire here.
Yeah. It's cool because he's played for some cool franchises. New Orleans, Seattle, Green Bay, Chicago, and now he's back in it's weird because
he's had a great career.
He didn't play last year.
No, it is really weird. And he's had a great career though.
But that's the thing is, like, when he was on the Bears in 2020, like, he performed. Like, he had about 500 yards, 50 catches, and 8 touchdowns. Like, if he could just be like a red zone target for Derek Carr, Juwan Johnson, Jimmy Graham.
I was going to say, and for the Saints tight end situation, we rotate a lot. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of heavy tight end packages. You bring in like 3 tight ends at a time. He will rotate, and I don't think we'll be apt to see him from any snaps at all.
Yeah.
But you can, if we're gassing, we're running the ball a lot that day, and someone's got to get out there to run a play action route for somebody who's gassed, like another tight end, I think we'll see him every once in a while. Now, I don't think it'll be often, but I think we can see him catch a pass from Derek Carr for sure.
Yeah. Did you know he played basketball?
Dude.
Bro, that's...
No, bro, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Bro, whenever they go to the end zone, be like, oh, well, Cole Kmet's a weapon here. He played basketball. He can go for those jump balls.
Dude, it's so funny, bro. It's literally... I'm preparing for it again, to be honest.